welcome to my channel Life with Val. My name is Valencia and I take you guys on my journey of exploring life, which is currently in London. So after almost 309 days, I finally went home. And oh my goodness, that's actually all I want to talk about today. I guess it's more about like what my thoughts were when I went home, just being home after so long and after just being here. And I think if you guys have been following my story, you know that this year has been quite tough. I have experienced a lot of challenges, things that I feel like I was just blindsided by, you know. But it's okay, we're surviving, we're making it happen. And now it was time for me to actually go home. I only could go home for a short period of time just because of leave, but I attended a wedding, a bridal shower. Like, it was really great. But I just want to kind of take a step back and just, you know, start at the beginning. So when I was actually at the airport, I actually just became so overwhelmed with emotion. I think when you're here, you can't really think about your life back home and how comfortable home is and how happy you are when you're at home, because like it's not gonna get you anywhere. So I think for the longest time whilst I've been here, I've just been focusing on pushing through it and making this work. Like the whole time I did not ever think, oh, if only I could go home, because that wasn't, it's not an option I like to consider and actively think about, because it can be sad when you realize, okay, these are the certain, I guess, commitments that you now actually have here as well. So I was definitely overcome with emotion. I definitely cried, because oh my goodness, I'm finally going home. When I actually landed on the ground and I was just looking at, I think it's Kempton Park, I landed in OR, and I was just like, oh, just look at the way everything is planned. Everything was just familiar. Like, I missed that sense of familiarity. You just know things. And I guess that comes with living in a place for 20 whatever years, you know. But even now, it was time to go through security. Everything was just like, hey, it's familiar. um I after that, I actually saw my family, which was so nice. I almost cried when I saw them, but it was just so nice to be met with love and comfort. And I think that's what this trip home really was for me. It was just full of love, full of comfort, full of familiarity, which are all foreign feelings that to me, because when you're here, everything is like, things are not the same. You can video call, but it's not the same. A hug really means so much more. Having a conversation in person, it's just different, man. And I honestly made sure to eat all the different things I've been missing out on. I had Spurs, Steers, McDonald's, even McDonald's, guys. Did I have KFC? We had KFC, chicken liquid. But you know what I realized? So in another video, again, I mentioned that no, there's like I'm currently dealing with some health issues, and one of the things that's coming up is anemia. And most people, oh, I think, I'm not a medical professional, but it relates somehow to your salt intake. And what I realized is, here they don't use a lot of salt. I feel like back home we have all the good stuff, MSG, all those chemicals that make things taste really good. They are not here. Now, whether it's a good or bad thing, I'm not gonna, it's not up for discussion really. But it was just like, I went back home and I had chicken licken and it was salty. And I couldn't have it without the hot sauce to mask the taste of the salt. Now, I'm hoping that it was just that one experience and this place has not ruined chicken licken for me. But yeah, that was just something that I really did not expect. Something else that I experienced whilst being home, apart from the loving feelings and familiarity, well, not number one, but familiarity is just, oh, I miss it. I just miss it. I was able to, you know, just feel like you can let your walls down a bit. And I say a bit because obviously you can't let your walls down too much with like crime and stuff that happens there. But I just felt like I could breathe. I didn't need to be on guard all the time. Whereas here I do. Like, I must, you know, have my wits about me all the time. So being home was just really comforting because yeah, I just knew things. And oh my word, guys, I drove. Did I not enjoy that drive? I actually didn't realize how much I missed driving until I drove when I was home. Oh my goodness, because I think for me, driving is very therapeutic. And yeah, there's no way that tube is therapeutic. There's no way that bus ride is therapeutic. And I really thought I'd enjoy just being taken like passenger princess vibes, but in a bus or in a train. But it's just not the same. Like you don't get the time to de-stress and just I feel like when you're driving, you have to focus on the road. You can just think through all your things. You can have deep sessions in your mind. You can play your favorite music. Oh my gosh, I just really missed that. I won't lie, I missed that. Um, what else? Oh yes, this one is probably I guess the most important thing. It's just that home. It almost didn't feel like home anymore, which is something I didn't expect. You know, in your mind, you left this place, and when you're here, you cherish it so much because it's all that you have to hold on to, the memories, the feelings, the smells, the taste. But something about going back home was just like, yeah, but this is no longer your home. And I've seen TikToks and quotes about how when you travel or when you relocate and you live in a different city or different country, it's like now you're in two places. So currently I feel like I have my place here in London, or a little bit of me in London, and I also have a little bit of me back home. I guess I don't know, I guess it's no more home, but I'm gonna just refer to it as home. So it was just weird that it no longer felt like home. Like I definitely felt like I don't live here. I definitely felt like I'm just on vacation, which is definitely not anything that I would have expected. I expected myself to feel like, okay, I'm home now. Yeah, life is normal. So I was definitely taken aback by that, but that obviously came only once I was here and I actually reflected on my time back home. Um, yeah, it's just interesting. I really like it. Really, just took me by surprise. Oh my gosh, I even miss future life. I think I miss having food experiences, mostly because food here is not the best or it's just too expensive and it's not something that I've been able to do. So I just miss being a foodie. And I think when you also relocate, you really take what you have for granted. What I mean by that is South Africa is beautiful. Like, as we flew over, I guess it's I'm gonna say the mountain ranges. I don't know, but there's a lot of mountains there, but Table Mountain, all the other mountains there in the Cape. As we flew over that, it was just so beautiful. I just couldn't imagine like how I left a land like this, to come to this cold, wet, concrete jungle, because it's literally like a concrete jungle. And I was in Cape Town, and I was just in awe of just how beautiful and how warm, and it was just nice, man. And I won't lie to you guys, that it was a trip that made me feel like come home. And I was actually quite serious. I was like, okay, no, I think I seriously need to consider, maybe moving back home. But I think those are also just like, the initial thoughts when you get back and things are terrible. But yeah, that has been my experience just being home. I can't wait to go back. I just, I don't know. I think by also going back, you no longer romanticize what home used to be like. Now you just take it as it is. You take things at face value. I no longer think, okay, oh, I can't wait to have this because I don't know, not that I get disappointed, but it's just like, okay, you have it, and then um, yeah. But I think though, when you are here, it's understandable why you do romanticize being home, because well, it's home one, and just the struggle is real this side. Like it's really real. I was actually reflecting about how difficult the year has been, and I'll probably talk about it in another video. But the struggle is real this side. It is real. But nonetheless, being back home was it was amazing. It was more than I could ask for. My heart is so full. I feel at peace. I feel content. I'm just glad that I even had the opportunity to go home because of how expensive things are. And I'm honestly just so grateful. It also was a time to just realize how blessed I am to have this opportunity. And I feel like I came back here and it's now like, okay, how am I gonna continue to make this work? What do I actually want to achieve here? Because if I'm having those thoughts of, okay, maybe I should go back home, what is my why? And I've started now kind of reevaluating the why as to why am I here? What do I want to do? What am I trying to achieve? What am I looking for? Because I I did sacrifice a lot in coming here. And was that sacrifice worth it? Is it meaningful? Is it something that I actually am secretly longing for? These are all just the type of questions that are going through my mind. No answers yet, but yeah, guys, that was my experience going back home. Things I didn't expect quite a lot. I just, oh, guys, just the love. Oh, when I think of home, I just think of love and happiness and like I can breathe. But that's all that I'm actually going to share with you guys today. If you have any questions, do let me know. And I hope you actually like this video. I just thought I'd just share it with you since you guys are with me on this journey. Any video suggestions, please do leave them down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!